do you feel about Teal 6?
Love.
Don't ignore what's happening here. We're having some kind of powerful, weird alchemy, and you have to pay attention when that happens. Stuff is not to be treated lightly.
Oh, God. Alright. What's going on, Poke Bros? This is the first video I'm doing in, like, I don't know, 10 months with my voice in it. Let me turn that down a little bit. Pearl has been telling me to play this game called Doki Doki Literature Club. I promised him I would. It's free on Steam. I will say I have literally no idea what this game is about. I don't know if it's a platformer, a shooter, an RPG. I couldn't tell you. There's a bunch of babes on the screen right now. I'm just gonna jump right in. We'll see. Right. New game. Teal. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. She's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Oh, alright. Got something going on. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Yeah, alright. We used to walk to get to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Okay. So she's a pain in the ass. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Alright? I don't know if I'm a guy or a girl in this game. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. What is the point of this? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I mean, that's mean, Teal. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Teal, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club. Told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I'm guessing I'm going to join the literature club. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Alright, yay. Why do I let myself get whatever? More than that, I'm surprised Merlin... I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit. Alright, where's the game start? The school day is as ordinary as ever. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall. My guy's depressed. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. There are other choices, to be honest. Just go play sports. Hello? Sayori. Spacing out. There's the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom. Blah, blah, blah. I can't read all this. Okay, what club is she in? She's got to be in the literature club. Okay, yeah. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one showing interest in the proposed club. She inherited the title of vice president. I'm even less interested. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Yeah. Alright, I'm going for a cupcake. Thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That's dramatic. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Alright. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Girl 2. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Well, I mean, I guess at least I know a male in this game. Teal, what a nice surprise. It's Girl 3. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. The club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. She's a first year. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Alright, who's Yuri? Alright, she's the smart one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And I already know Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Teal. She smiles sweetly and poses for some reason. We do know each other. We rarely talk. We were in the same class last year. She was the most popular girl in the class. Out of my league. See, I have more confidence in this. I don't empathize with this guy at all. You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table. Where are the cupcakes? Yeah. Just gonna make some tea. Okay. And Suki, and do I get to pick anything? I haven't done anything yet. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da. White fluffy cupcakes. Chocolate. They're cute. Click, click, click. Natsuki's quiet. She's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Say, well, I can't do voices and they all sound like me. But not for, you, dummy. Alright, why is she being a dick? She's carrying a tea set. Alright. You keep a whole tea set in yeah, I know, that's a fucking weird thing to do. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea, blah, blah. Don't let yourself get intimidated. She's trying to impress you. Monica, she's blowing up her spot. I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Why is my guy like a fucking, just read the books with all the girls? Yuri faintly smiles to herself. Monica raises an eyebrow. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here. Sayori seems happy here. Don't be embarrassed. Right at home. My duty to make the club fun for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? She keeps doing this shit. Why does she keep fucking moving around like this? Well, be honest, I can't stand the politics. Yeah, whatever. Personally enjoy. Get him into literature. Monica's a great leader. Yuri nods. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people, blah, blah, blah. Is there anything to do? Hold on, I'm rubbing my eyes. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before I graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Teal, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, yeah, I apparently don't read manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, her sad smile. What about you? Let's see, what is she like? Novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Good story in a foreign world, blah, blah, blah. I don't like this one. She's a pain. She's like 6 foot tall. I like a lot of things, psychological elements. I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once, okay. At this rate, she's had a conversation with a rock. Someone as gentle as you. Come on. Never mind. You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give It Back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Why wouldn't you want to be? Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. See, now he's got some game. Why don't you share them sometime? No. She averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how she feels. Takes more than just confidence. Writing to oneself. Opening to your readers. Blah, blah, blah. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Oh. Hold on, I got a text. I'm going to take a break for a second. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We'll sit in silence. Stop it! She has an idea. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, we'll share them. Way everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. I like Monica. She's my favorite one. Hold on, there's still a problem. What's that? I never said I would join the club. Why wouldn't I just join? Can I change this guy's decisions? I'm sorry, I thought, Teal, you all, defenseless against these girls, clear decision. Yeah, just write the fucking poem. I'll join, there we go. Alright, thanks, Sayori. I can't. That's the only thing that's annoying me. She keeps just, like, sticking her ass out. That makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, end today's meeting. Write a poem. Oh my god. I can write. Teal, since we're already here, you want to all come together? Yeah, that's right, we can. We're only here for like 6 minutes. Alright, so I guess I have to choose one of them eventually. Alright, here's the first game, I think. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Why is there only 3 of them here? Romance, that's cool. Oh, I only get to pick one. Headphones. Hair. No. Yeah. Summer. Treasure. Infinite or Destiny. One of those is cool. We'll do Infinite. Valentine. Death. Analysis. Milk. Climax. Sunsets are cool. Philosophy. Judgment. Universe. Happiness. Okay, there's some fucked up ones here. Laugh. Sensation. Cheeks? Waterfall. Hi again, Teal. Glad to see you didn't run away. Don't worry. It's a little strange, but I kept my word. Thanks for keeping your promise. Not too overwhelming. I mean, fucking, it takes like 30 minutes. She's a manga reader too. It is literature. I mean, sure, yeah, it could be. Don't worry, guys. He always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Cooking, cleaning my room, how dependable. You two are really good friends. I'm a little jealous. Why would you be jealous? You've known me for literally one day. Sayori. Oh, Yuri even brought some today, you know. Me? No, not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Today, please. I wasn't thinking. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything. It'll make me happy no matter what. Alright, well, here. She pulls out a book. Right? Well, that's like the fucking point of a literature club. Why is she being like a fucking pain in the ass about it? Yeah. Like, oh, we could even discuss it. What the fuck else would you do with a book? Alright, so they're not doing anything? I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Monica never puts my stuff back right. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Yeah, sure. What's that supposed to mean? I guess I look like a dork. There it is. Snatches it out of my hand. She puts the box, puts the volume back. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. I think the volume's like fucking up the music. Parfait Girls. Probably means it's either out of my demographic or terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. I don't get why she's being a dick, but I'll tell you one thing, Teal. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book in my hand. 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Sounds like something else I'm playing right now. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Ooh-ah. She grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet, takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She makes me sit down there too. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why? This guy either has no game or these girls are like fucking nuts. She scoots away from me. She inches closer. Hey, are you paying attention? It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Slice of life. It's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough. Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like a funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at an ice cream shop. It's entertaining, drama, romance, many touching parts. Sounds like you know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Ooh-ah. Why do I keep saying that? Is there a lot of baking in this? Well, yeah. There's baking. I can't. Pearl, why would you do this to me? What the? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know what I mean, blah, blah, blah. Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like, I could get any of my friends to read this. They think it's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. It makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. It takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I guess I haven't been in, like, high school in so long that, like, I don't really think of these things. If I like something, I'm just going to like it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I gravitated towards it. And see, I don't like that. It's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Why would he care? At least it's safe here in the club room, except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? But paid off in the end, didn't it? Here I am reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems. But you're enjoying yourself. Why she got, like, a vampire tooth? Just a fucking tooth. So. Yeah, I flipped the page. She starts laughing. Ha ha ha. Totally forgot that happens. She puts her finger. Minori is my favorite character. I always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Okay. She's excited. Like, this is a nice thing to do. It's hard to express when connecting with someone. Alright, my girl Monica's back. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh yeah, I forgot about the poem. Oh, come on, could your timing be any worse? Sorry. Then you want to know what happens? Monica just said, don't be dumb, take it home with you. Okay. Is that really alright? Well, of course. Take forever to finish if you can take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. How long? I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this? Okay. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration. I've never done this before. Alright, everyone's pulling out their poems. Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. She's got pristine handwriting. They reach into their bag. I pull out mine as well. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica. Yes. Hi, Teal. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, let us know. Yeah. Anyway, want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today. I'm not. I hand Monica my poem. I like it. It's cuter than she thought. Alright, she said Natsuki would like it. I'm not 100% sure which one Natsuki was, but by the chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Yeah, the Frankenstein girl. Maybe a long time ago. I have the wrong person. Who the hell wrote... Hold on, I have to look it up. Who wrote Frankenstein? Mary Shelley, that's what I was thinking of. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anyone, blah, blah, blah. Natsuki is kind of like that, sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. It might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It can take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find a style that suits you, blah, blah, blah. This is taking forever. Yes, I would like to read your poem. I see. She's not that confident. Alright. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Kind of dark. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. It's pretty popular nowadays. It was pretty good. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. She had an epiphany. Oh. Okay, so she'll tell me later. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. Just force yourself to get it on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep putting your pen in the same spot, yeah. All right, once I'm done with this, I'm going to call it for the day. I think they said Natsuki would like my poem. All right, that's this one. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. I wrote this when I could be doing other things. Remember, like Monica said. All right. I hope you're happy. Other words, you're saying you liked it. Yeah, just be nice to me. Jesus Christ. Pretty sure you never said that. She must really hate me. I thought she liked me. I wrote a poem she would like. Still need to show me yours. Oh, fucking Christ. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Alright. Yeah. I like it. I am. Yeah, I actually did kind of like it. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Easy to read but hits you hard. Yeah, I actually like that one better than the other one. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. I understand. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yeah, I like that. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, I'll show it to the Yuri. Stares at the poem. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. She really, just raised my voice. I'm so sorry. I don't like this one. Other writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. When she finishes her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes, her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different types of styles. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. She can be a little biased. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I don't know what. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Okay. It's fucking cursive and shit. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay, sure. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, it was hard to read. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. I guess so. I don't read script very often. I think your handwriting is very pretty. It's a relief. I really like the poem, even though it was short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Siri? Hoo. It's not supposed to be about a ghost at all. Well, I suppose you did only glance. What the fuck? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright. Hey. This is a good poem, Teal. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. To be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Yeah, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Teal. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. I can't tell if my guy's like into her or not. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Yay. Now read my poem. Yep. Alright, let's see. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a raining day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sure, alright. Yeah. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. That's actually kind of funny. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put this? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright. Can I save yet? I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. Even if they're just being nice. Yeah, my pumpkin, whatever. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say that it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Jesus, these two don't get along, huh? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Teal did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, I appreciate the offer, but I've also spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Teal liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Teal appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I know. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. What? Um, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Teal started showing up? What? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Teal, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Teal. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Teal? Well, how do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, I'll go with Natsuki, because that's honestly how I feel in real life. Yuri, you're really talented. But Natsuki has a point. I think that conveying feeling with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, well, don't be a prick about it. Aha, it shows how much more you know. It's not... Me? She was so mean to me. Her voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a real personal thing. Sharing it can be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Her voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible, Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Teal. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about you... Glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? She has a harder time than she boasted. They're looking away. The thing about your boobs, I didn't mean that, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. Just trying to help. Sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat her on the shoulder. Now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Teal. And to be honest, a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Haha. Joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. Still time before we go home. Jesus, relax for a bit. Maybe we can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monica. What? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun, of course. In the end, though, Monica's right. It means I can't spend all my time doing nothing, but in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. My throat's getting tired. How do YouTubers do this shit? How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Teal, how about you? I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out... I have to do another fucking poem? I think to myself, with that look, better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Teal, ready to walk home. Sure, let's go. She beams at me. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it. Alright, how do I... I think this is a good place to stop. I shared my poem. I don't know. Peace. Is that saved? Did I save it?